Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Queensland Austswim Awards of Excellence. It's my great pleasure to welcome you tonight, and it's wonderful that we have the opportunity to recognise and thank all the nominations received this year from across Australia and New Zealand. My name is Brooke Hanson, proud Austswim ambassador for the past 11 years, Olympic gold and silver medalist, mum, wife, motivational and keynote speaker, and tonight's Master of Ceremonies for the 2020 Austswim Awards of Excellence. 2020 has certainly been one for the history books. It's been a year of so many firsts as the world has had to adapt to the new normal. Just like most things this year, tonight we are hosting the 2020 Austswim Awards of Excellence virtually. In an Austswim first, our entire audience is tuning in online right now from around the country and across the globe. We are hosting each state and territory Austswim Award presentations all at once. And at the end of this, we will bring everyone together for the announcement of the 2020 National Austswim Awards of Excellence. Before I go any further, I would like to introduce Mr. John Rigby, Austswim Chairman, to say a few words.
Thank you, Brooke. It gives me great pleasure to welcome everyone. You are participating in another first, the Virtual Austswim Awards of Excellence presentations for 2020. My involvement with Austswim began in the early 1980s when I was a full-time swimming and water safety teacher for the Department of Education Tasmania, and I assisted in writing the first Austswim Teacher Swimming and Water Safety Manual. Since that time, I have held volunteer positions on the Tasmanian branch of Austswim, as it was then, and I was the Tasmanian delegate to the Austswim Council from the 1990s. I was heavily involved in the transition from Austswim as a federated model to the one Austswim we have today. I've been a director since 2005, and from 2011 I have had the honour and privilege of being the chairman. 2020 has been the most challenging year for our swim schools and swim teachers, both financially and emotionally, with the lack of income and great uncertainty of what the future holds. The board and Austswim staff have worked tirelessly to provide support to ease the burdens many of you have faced and are in some cases still facing. I wish you all the very best going forward. Tonight will be unique in allowing so many Austswim teachers, presenters, families, colleagues and supporters to gather together at one time and to witness the excitement of the annual Austswim Awards of Excellence. I thank all the Austswim staff for their hard work in making this happen. The Austswim Awards recognise the talent, quality, skills and experience of our teachers, presenters, swim schools and the individuals who have been nominated for their outstanding contribution, firstly in their home state or territory, and secondly on the national stage where individual state recipients have been judged to determine who is the national recipient in each category. Personally, as chairman of Austswim, I'm very proud of the depth of commitment, experience and skills amongst our teachers and presenters that keeps Austswim in the forefront of aquatic education in Australia and indeed many other parts of the world. Congratulations to all nominees for being nominated. This is recognition in itself of the esteem in which you are held by your colleagues, as well as recognising your personal attributes, effectiveness as a teacher, presenter or swim school, and your leadership and mentoring abilities. Thank you to the people who nominated them. This requires time and effort in people's busy lives and is very much appreciated. A special thank you to the judges who gave their time willingly and spent hours independently assessing each nomination according to a set of criteria. The judges don't get to see who the recipients are until tonight either. Thank you also to all our teachers, presenters, Austswim recognised swim schools and industry supporters and partners. Without you, this wouldn't be the success it is. Please sit back, relax and enjoy the Austswim Annual Awards of Excellence presentations for 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. We are without doubt a resilient group, and I'm certain tonight's state and national awards will provide joy, smiles and happiness to our Austswim family. Looking back this time last year, we had just wrapped up celebrating 40 years of Austswim at another successful international conference on the Sunshine Coast. Fast forward 12 months and our community and industry has faced and continues to face challenges we have never thought possible. We acknowledge the significant role swimming and water safety plays in the social, economic, health and well-being of our communities. If 2020 has given us anything, it's time. It has given us the opportunity to reflect and appreciate what we do in our everyday lives as Austswim teachers, wets aqua instructors, Austswim presenters, Austswim recognised swim centres. And as 2020 draws to a close, our focus now is to build momentum for the industry and continue this through next year. Our industry is a resilient one, and Austswim teachers will play a significant role in reconnecting and rebuilding our communities as we navigate what the new normal of 2021 will be. What better way to finish 2020 than with some great news and by celebrating you and the start of summer. Tonight is the night we will be celebrating and shining a bright light on our industry and our people. We may not be enjoying our yearly get-together, but thankfully we can still connect and engage with our teams, community and industry. We hope you have your team together and have joined us from either the comfort of your own home, the staff room, or maybe even pool deck. Thank you for your continued inspiration and commitment to working in the aquatic industry. Now, how are you viewing tonight? With your family, with your friends, with your pets, maybe your favourite meal or a glass of wine? Take a quick photo and send it to us, and tag @Austswim on your social pages and on Instagram @AustswimPics. This evening's awards provides us with an opportunity to recognise the brilliance, commitment, innovation and achievements of both colleagues and friends in the swimming and water safety industry. These awards honour Austswim teachers and swim centres who have been outstanding in their field, as well as those individuals that make a significant contribution to swimming and water safety. The 2020 Awards of Excellence will be presented in the following order. Let's have a look. Austswim Wets Aqua Instructor Award, Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion Adults, Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion, Austswim Teacher of Infant and Preschool, Austswim Teacher of Swimming and Water Safety Award, Austswim Presenter of the Year, Austswim Recognised Swim Centre of the Year Award, and Most Outstanding Contribution to Austswim Award. To be eligible for the award, the nominees must have been able to demonstrate considerable experience and knowledge in all areas of the selection criteria. The awards committee then considered all nominations and ranked them in accordance with the information included in the application along with the references. The following criteria is addressed: personal attributes, teaching effectiveness, professional development, and leadership. Congratulations to each of the 2020 nominees and recipients. Austswim recognises the exceptional contribution you make to the aquatic industry, and we thank you. All nominees have demonstrated dedication and commitment to the wider community, and tonight we are privileged to have the opportunity to recognise these outstanding individuals and organisations that are striving to promote water safety. Congratulations. There are undoubtedly many more individuals and organisations who do an outstanding job for our industry, so I'd like you to encourage them to nominate in 2021. So without further ado, let's get this virtual ceremony underway. Tonight, we will be announcing the recipient of each of the 2020 Austswim Awards of Excellence categories. First up, we have the 2020 Queensland Austswim Aqua Instructor. Who doesn't love an aqua instructor who is energetic, supportive, understanding, and who really cares for all of their participants? Using aqua classes as a base, this recipient has created an amazing community within the town. Each class will have participants ranging from mid-20s to mid-80s with varying levels of fitness. She has an amazing ability to quickly assess who is in her class, and without missing a beat, will tailor activities ensuring everyone receives exactly what they need, want and enjoy. Utilising her background in fitness and personal training to enhance aqua classes, researching and sharing information, tips and advice via email, text, handouts and face-to-face exchanges. She creates videos on different activities and uploads them to a Facebook group to keep participants motivated and moving in between classes. The recipient is so much more than an Austswim aqua instructor. She is a friend, a confidant, and a shoulder for everyone. Congratulations, Ashley Rawthorne.
So I fell into my job as a group fitness instructor a few years back, and I've come to love my job so much that it's hardly even a job anymore. Everyone's pretty quick to talk about what we give our class participants, but no one really talks about what we get out of being a group fitness instructor. During my time as an instructor, I have formed some really amazing relationships with a wide variety of people, and these people have some really great stories and some great lessons to teach us, and working with all these people helps us to develop into better people, into stronger people, and what we get from working with others is invaluable.
2020 Queensland Austswim Teacher of Aquatics, Access and Inclusion. A passionate, dedicated, fun teacher who thrives on teaching children and adults learning the art of swimming and water safety. Her teaching style is firm and fun, and all her students excel as a result of her passion, encouragement and persistence. A kind and compassionate teacher who shows a depth of understanding of students' fears or limitations. By developing their trust and confidence, some of her older students have advanced into low-impact aqua classes, which has a significant impact on their health and water skills. Through her passion and drive to provide inclusive opportunities and experiences, she has learnt to adapt and grow herself, and now has combined classes for students with a variety of physical and medical conditions. Watching her choreograph this class with ease and determination is a delight. This teacher has the capacity to reassure and invigorate students in every lesson. She helps, encourages and inspires everyone. Congratulations, Casey Haas.
Hi, I'm Casey. What drives me to be the best teacher I can be is just being able to help people, getting results for whichever way they need. So for the more able clients, being able to actually teach them life skills in the pool is fantastic, and normally they don't think that they can do these things. So to be able to show them that they can and improve on them week after week, that's what drives me, is seeing their results. For the more impaired clients, it's their relaxation that you see every time they're in the water, and coming up with ways to help their water therapy, because it's not so much learning to swim, it really is a water therapy type thing. So I go out of my way to find what I can do to help all of those clients. So I use whatever equipment, I create my own. I love doing that, thinking outside the box to be able to help people and get them the joy of the aquatic environment, because everyone should have that joy. And to be able to see people relax in the water because they can't do that in their wheelchairs and things like that, that's what drives me. That's what makes me want to be better, and to be able to help every single one in our community. So yeah, just their results and their happiness, that's what keeps me going. Okay, thanks.
2020 Queensland Austswim Teacher of Infant and Preschool Aquatics. Her passion and wild imagination ensures her lessons are full of creativity, engagement and excitement, dedicated to making every lesson valuable to the students' learning. She is an inspiration to follow teachers and students. You can see in their eyes they want to make her happy. While not in the pool teaching, she visits childcare centres to speak about water safety around the home, beaches and lagoons. This is a true indication of her passion and going that extra step. Continually researching, reading and keeping afloat of new techniques, tips and equipment. Content is adjusted with ease to ensure it's age appropriate, relevant and captures the attention of the age group. Her passion for infant aquatics and water safety means she is always sharing this information with colleagues, parents, students, friends, anyone that will listen. Congratulations, Zena Dawson.
When I think about what drives me to be the best teacher that I can be when it comes to learn to swim and life in general, it's the kids and the way that they are able to turn a simple instruction into a game and make it much more fun than our brains ever could turn it into. I like to think that the way that I teach is fun in the first place, but then you hear some of those children's imagination coming out and you just think, they are next level and I want to be on the level with them. To give a couple of examples of what I mean, I once had a 3-year-old boy, or 3 at the time, he's 4 now, pretty nervous in the pool, and his mum had told me that he had a love of dragons at the time. And so we were kicking and paddling around and, chasing down toys as you would normally do in a class. And then all of a sudden he's come out and said, "Oh, there's a dragon!" And we've kicked and paddled as fast as he could over to where this little thing was. And do you know what it was? A flying ant. So in his imagination, he's turned a flying ant into a dragon, then in turn being able to turn a kick and paddle chasing game into something that's much more fun for him. Was from a 5 or 6-year-old boy when we were learning freestyle, and I was trying to explain how to do catch-up freestyle to him, and all of a sudden my shark eating the fish, make the fish swim away from the shark game, which I thought was going to be great, turned into oh, you mean like when I'm playing the Xbox and I die and then I respawn, I've got to get away before I die. Like, yes, that's exactly what I mean. Well done. When I think about what makes me the best learn to swim teacher that I can be, it's definitely the kids. How can you say it's anything but the kids?
2020 Queensland Austswim Teacher of Swimming and Water Safety. Understanding flexible, positive, engaging, empathetic and adaptable are all words used to describe this Austswim teacher. She has a unique ability to engage and connect with her students, gain their trust and encourage them to have a go, regardless of their ability. Even when faced with challenging students, sometimes a whole class of challenging students, soldiering on with a smile on her face, using her innovative, adapting ways as required to suit the dynamics of the group. Knowing the importance of the phrase, if a child is not learning the way we teach, then we need to teach them the way they learn. Congratulations, Rosalina Young.
My name is Lena. I'm here at the Noosa Aquatic Centre talking about striving to be a great teacher and the best that you can be. For me, it's all about having the passion to teach and the understanding to help children develop in their different swimming levels, be it from toddlers and gaining their confidence in water safety, right up to stroke correction and the squat level endurance. I love to attend the personal development courses so that I can gain knowledge and learn new ways to help me as a teacher to teach. I've learned by having lots of patience and using different choice words to their age-appropriate levels really helps to connect with an individual. Even by giving them little challenges in the lesson builds their confidence. With the difficult cases in the stroke work, I find taking it right back to basics, breaking down the stroke really helps in order for each individual to achieve their goal. You can get the parents on board, get them to do homework with their kids to practice, and they're so appreciative that you've taken that time and interest in their child's swimming development. I'm very passionate about how I teach a stroke technique. I like to be hands-on and demonstrating the correct way it should be done, and once you can get them to understand the breakdown of the stroke and the movement and the feel through the water, you have a better understanding of what they're working towards. It's very important to give lots of feedback and to praise them all the time. This builds their confidence and makes them feel good about themselves throughout all the ages. It's great to receive feedback from parents and even the children when they've really struggled with something and they've actually achieved it even when they've left your class. It's so rewarding to hear that. So I hope to encourage new teachers to have some fun in their lesson and teach their children to love the water and enjoy their swimming lessons. Thank you.
2020 Queensland Austswim Presenter of the Year. Well known and respected within Queensland, where she spends a significant amount of time travelling, training and supporting anyone and everyone. In the past 12 months alone, she has presented over 40 Austswim courses, with a significant number of these held in regional and remote Queensland. A presenter who continually invests in her own knowledge, skill and understanding by attending all industry training conferences, professional development and networking opportunities, and encourages all her candidates to continue expanding their own toolbox of knowledge and help as many students as possible. Recognising the important role she plays and the impact she can have on candidates that are new to our industry. By going above and beyond, continuing to support, listen and mentor, many of her candidates have remained in the industry for many years and now run their own swim schools and aquatic centres. Bernie Wilson, you are an asset to our team. Congratulations and thank you.
Hi, I'm Donna Keach from Bundaberg. I met Bernie back in 2013 and I have always found her to be one of the most amazing trainers. She comes out to these regional communities and it's that passion and that enthusiasm that she takes with her that inspires people to want to do a great job in the aquatic industry. Bernie has supported me no end. She makes the courses worth going, not only because are you learning so many great new skills, but also because she presents it in a way that keeps us all engaged.
Hi guys, it's Cass from Streamline Swimming Centre in Capella in Central Queensland. I first met Bernie Wilson and her husband John. They were running a swimming complex up in Central Queensland while friends of mine had gone and had a break and had a holiday for a few weeks. Since then I've had her here at Streamline doing courses here in teacher of swimming and water safety, infants and access and inclusion. She takes on a real mothering role to all the trainees here, looks after them. She even looks after us and we're qualified. She rings to make sure that we are all going okay, if she can help in any way, if she can offer any advice, which is fantastic, especially those 18, 19, 20-year-olds, even in some cases 16. Checking in on them, you know, she just likes to make sure that they're on target, that they're doing a great job.
Guys, I'm Joy from Rockhampton. Bernie came to Rockhampton nearly 10 years ago to teach an infant course, which is where I met her. And she has been continuing to travel up here to help me out learning to be a presenter. I think Bernie's an absolute inspiration in our industry as she relentlessly travels throughout Queensland to make sure that everyone is qualified so that they can help the kids. And that's what it's all about for Bernie. It's all about the kids. Bernie is caring.
She has a fantastic sense of humour.
Funny,
Compassionate,
knowledgeable,
thoughtful,
encouraging,
She's honest,
helpful,
she's caring,
creative,
nurturing,
positive,
and professional.
which is just why we love her, and we can't wait to have her back again here, all the way up here in Central Queensland. Bernie, we love you, best of luck, and we'll be seeing you soon.
'20 Queensland Austswim Recognised Swim Centre. Monthly visits to both coastal and hinterland communities, health centres, regular childcare centre visits by the centre's mascot Semi Seahorse, and complimentary introduction classes for infants 3 to 6 months are just some of the initiatives undertaken by this recognised swim centre to spread the water safety message throughout the community. Staff are encouraged to gain additional Austswim extension accreditations, attend professional development opportunities, network, share and learn as much as they can. The additional knowledge and understanding provides teachers the ability to implement effective management strategies, apply appropriate correction strategies and teach the individual swimmer's ability within the classes. A reputation of exceeding customer expectations with their successful, transparent program and positive, inclusive team culture. Congratulations, Noosa Aquatic Centre.
Hi, Rita Montague here at the Noosa Aquatic Centre, where I'm the Learn to Swim Program Coordinator and into my 21st year here. So I find myself very fortunate to work at a fantastic facility, and I believe we have a quality program teaching swimming and water safety to our community and everyone that comes here. Our program has continually evolved over the years by myself and staff attending conferences, always on the lookout to see what we can improve, how we can teach our children differently, to add to the program, to educate our community continually. As a tourist destination, in the past we've had many families here from interstate and overseas, and we always receive great praise for our quality of the program and the teachers. And over the years we've seen many children obviously come through the program, and it's been very rewarding to see some of them come back as young adults to do their TSW, and I have to say they've been made fantastic teachers. We, as swimming teachers, I think we love the job that we do. We want to keep children safe and everyone safe around water. We want to give them a love for the water and give them those skills for life that they can always go back to. Just the other day I ran into a parent I hadn't seen for many years. We used to teach his son as a 10-year-old who suffered with some learning difficulties due to Asperger's. Dad was very proud, saying he'd just been accepted into Oxford University, and as a retired airline pilot, Dad said he'd been to many facilities around the world, and the Noosa Aquatic Centre was right up there with the best of them, and thanked me for what we had done for his son. So thank you to Austswim for all that you've done for our communities and our swim schools.
2020 Queensland Most Outstanding Contribution to Austswim. As a founding member of Austswim in Queensland, to say this pioneer has been instrumental in making Austswim what it is today is an understatement. From her involvement in its conception in 1979, presenting parts of the first ever Austswim course in Queensland in 1982, covering countless kilometres, travelling extensively throughout Queensland, often volunteering her time, delivering courses from her house, recruiting, training and mentoring additional presenters, to still volunteering at conferences and workshops today. She has been a part of the Austswim family for the entire journey. Relocating to the Gold Coast from Brisbane has not gotten in the way of her contribution. A valued member of the Queensland Austswim Advisory Committee, she travels by car, bus and train to attend quarterly meetings. Her passion, dedication and commitment to Austswim and the aquatics industry has been so invaluable. Gwen Welford, you are 1 in a million. Congratulations.
I've been doing swimming and lifesaving for a long time. I've thoroughly enjoyed the water. I was a swimmer and worked with other swimming coaches, and I thoroughly enjoyed it all. And it's been a really busy life, but it's all been great. And then we started to do something about further to Austswim in Queensland, and I was travelling around the state with Royal Lifesaving as Chief Examiner, so I combined the Austswim and Royal Life together as I travelled the state. Met so many people and they were interested in the Learn to Swim and becoming Austswim, and at that time it was only a Q swim in Queensland. But yeah, it was 42 years ago that I started mainly working with Austswim and combining with my other activities, apart from doing 5 schools where I was doing teaching. So I had plenty of activity. So over 40 years, it's been a wonderful life. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with the people I've met because they're keen to make sure there's more water safety with children with far too many drownings. They've got to be prevented and we've got to get them swimming. So the courses is a good way, and we had a lot of people coming in who were keen to do all this work, and it was absolutely wonderful. So it activated me to keep pushing on, and I just loved the whole time.
Congratulations to everyone who was nominated and who received accolades this evening. Our team will be in touch with all the award recipients to arrange the delivery of your award. Now, we are a social bunch and we would love you to share how you're celebrating with us tonight. So please tag us in at Austswim on your social pages and at Austswim Pics on Instagram. It's now time for a quick break, maybe a quick selfie, a post to your socials, fill up your drink, jump into your pajamas, grab some dessert and maybe a toilet break as well. I will be back with you very shortly for the announcement of the Austswim National Awards of Excellence 2020. Welcome back and thank you for joining us for the next and final part of this evening's presentation, the 2020 National Austswim Awards. The 2020 Austswim Awards wouldn't be possible without the strong support from our industry. We would like to take a moment to recognise and thank this year's National Austswim Award sponsors: Insurance Made Easy, Belgravia Leisure, Royal Lifesaving, Society Australia, High Claw, YMCA. As I mentioned earlier during the State Awards, the Austswim Awards of Excellence are the premier awards presented to individuals and organisations in Australia and New Zealand that achieve the highest standards of aquatic education excellence. They recognise brilliance, commitment and innovation in the teaching of swimming and water safety. The nominees for tonight's National Awards of Excellence have been the recipients of their respective Austswim State Award. This is the premier award presented to individuals in Australia and New Zealand that achieve the highest standard of aquatic education excellence. Now let's get to what you've all been waiting for and kick things off with the 2020 National Austswim Wet Aqua Instructor. Nominations: Leanne Tiemans, New South Wales; Ashley Rawsthorne, Queensland; Catherine McDonald, Victoria; Joanne Jolly, Western Australia. A passionate advocate of aqua exercise and is adept at clearly and informally educating members in the benefits of exercising in aquatic environments. Her strong engagement with the local community has forged strong bonds with members outside of the gym environment, encouraging their participation and commitment to their personal fitness and health goals, inspiring her participants to achieve their best outcomes through a thoughtful combination of leadership, mentoring, friendship and enthusiasm for their well-being and personal objectives. Her classes are a combination of physical, educational and conveying both instructional movement and deeper insights into the physical benefits behind each activity. Understanding the importance of building trust and rapport with her class members, ensuring they are comfortable discussing physical and emotional barriers with her, allowing her to tailor the program to their needs and maximising the engagement and involvement. She facilitates these informal sessions before and after each of her classes. Congratulations to the 2020 National Austswim Wet Aqua Instructor, Catherine McDonald.
Hi, my name's Kat and I'm an aqua instructor for Mitchell Leisure Services. Thanks guys for the nomination and I'm really excited about it. So what drives me to be the best aqua instructor I can be? It would have to be the people, just the participants in the water, seeing their faces smiling back at me, seeing them have fun, seeing them get out of the water and they're moving so much better than before. When they walk in the centre, they often look a bit stiff and sore, and just seeing them come up and go, oh, I feel so much better for that. You've made my day. I love the music. I love your positivity. I love the energy. And that is just reward. I'm often up there going, I can't believe this is my job. How did I get this job? This is the best job in the world. I get so much reward out of it, seeing all their faces, seeing them sing to me, hearing about how their life's so much better when they bring a friend along and it just flows, the trickle effect flows on, and then they bring friends and everyone's lives improve. Just the fact that I live in a rural area, that really drives me to give them the best that they can be, because they don't have a lot of facilities available to them. And I have ladies travel 45 minutes to come to my class, and for them to do that for me and for themselves just speaks volumes for aqua and the benefits of aqua. So that really drives me to give the best that I can, because I know that they're traveling 90 minutes just to do aqua, and that just, I'm just so flattered by that, and I just have to give them all my best, my energy, get them moving. I want them to have a good quality and longevity, not just the longevity, but more so the quality of life, so that they can do the things that they planned in retirement, not just be sitting there watching TV, seeing at their days, but going for those walks, climbing those mountains, traveling, all those good things. I'm almost at my 2 minutes, so I need to stop, but thank you so much guys for looking at my nomination, and we're all great. We've got the best job in the world. Bye.
2020 National Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion Adults. Nominees: Randev Sapani, New South Wales, and Laura Withers, Northern Territory. This teacher is incredibly generous with their time. They often found continuing lessons once they have finished, or turning private assessments into impromptu lessons as they become engrossed in the students' progress and learning. With a degree in engineering, they have scientific mind to break down complex ideas of fluid dynamics and explain to adults how and why we float and how a person's body moves through the water. Students love the individual attention and adaptability of this teacher. They have the ability to transform swimming from an essential skill to an activity that can be enjoyed by all through their quirky sense of humour, brilliant smile and ever so contagious laugh. Congratulations to the 2020 National Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion Adults, Randev Sapani.
Hey, my name's Dev. I've worked for the Y New South Wales for the last 10 years, and as the last 6 I've been a swim instructor. I teach everything from 6-month-old babies all the way through to adults. I think that water safety and learning to swim is really important, not because it's going to save your life one day, but also that it's something that, you go out and you can now enjoy going on a boat. You can now enjoy the beach. It opens up a whole range of possibilities and a whole range of new things that you can do and experience in your life. You're never too old to learn swimming. Some of my favourite students, some of the people that have the most fun are actually the adults that come together, make some new friends, form a class together, and we can all laugh and enjoy each other's company and also learn a new skill at the same time.
Hi, I'm Kerry. I'm a mother of 3 boys, ages 9, 7 and 4. I've done a lot of swimming and I often swim laps here at the Y. Today, Dev has given me a lot to think about. He's corrected my stroke, both my kicking and my arm strokes, which I think is really going to make my swimming a lot more efficient and probably a lot more comfortable.
Personally, I like breaking things down and figuring out how they work. I find being able to break down a kid's stroke and help them figure out how it works for them really rewarding, because I can see them have that aha moment that's like, oh wow, I can really do this. I had a really great moment with a student after class one day. She came over and told me, hey, you know what, my husband and I went down to the beach the other day, and for the first time ever I got in the pool and it was the first time I really felt comfortable and calm in the water. That story really inspired me because it shows me how much of a difference I make in other people's lives, and I'm hoping that that story can also inspire others.
I think that swimming is a really important skill, and in our family we've said to our kids that it's a compulsory skill they need to learn. They need to be safe, being near the ocean and near pools, and we're just so thankful to have the Y on our doorstep and be able to visit here. We're very thankful for the great teachers that we've experienced here.
The 2020 National Austswim Teacher of Infants and Preschool Aquatics. Nominees: Robin Jordan, New South Wales; Zena Dawson, Queensland; Kylie Theck, Victoria; Deborah Dingermans, Tasmania; Natasha Patarakis, South Australia; Melissa Holst, WA; Tian Vella Hunt, Northern Territory. With her approachable and easygoing nature, this teacher is undoubtedly one of the most popular infant and learn to swim teachers at the Swim Academy in WA. Her students are always eagerly waiting to start the lessons as she provides an encouraging learning environment. With her infant and preschool lessons, she not only inspires the student to be happy and confident in the water, but also the parents. She gives students the best opportunity to thrive in the water. With over 5 years' experience teaching infants and preschool aquatics, her wealth of knowledge to encourage the parents to feel at ease with their children, and she has great patience with those children. She makes it fun for the students to learn and gives plenty of encouragement and praise, remembering all the little details about the students, their likes, their dislikes, and always seems to be really interested in what they are doing. A very valuable member of the Swim Academy and is a definite asset to the team. Congratulations, the 2020 National Austswim Teacher of Infant and Preschool Aquatics, Melissa Holst.
My name's Melissa Holst, or most people call me Mel. I am an infant swimming teacher at the Coburn Arc. I became a swimming instructor after experiencing it as a parent myself. As a mum, I took my son to infant swim lessons and I just loved it so much. And I thought, I don't want to do an office job anymore. I want to get into this. I think I can do this. I got myself qualified through Austswim and then I did the infant course and I haven't looked back since. I absolutely love it. I've developed a great bond with my kids. I love all of them that come to swimming and I love that I can teach them water safety skills and show them how to do new swimming skills each week and see the progress from week to week and how far they've come. I've mentored quite a few new instructors since the opening of Coburn Arc 3 years ago. What advice would I give? Be yourself, be enthusiastic, give 100%, put a smile on your face, have some fun with it, enjoy it and just do your best every time. A little fun fact, I secretly like to have a bit of a sing out every now and then. You might catch me down at the last drop doing a bit of karaoke, a bit of rock and roll. I love it. I'm lucky to have found a job that I actually love, so it's easy for me coming to work each day. It's a great attribute to love what you do, be passionate about it, and just give it your all. And if you're not sure, ask, because there's plenty of us around that want to help and teach you to become the best swim teacher you can be.
'20 National Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion. Nominations: Katrina Scarpin, New South Wales; Casey Haas, Queensland; Alexander Jeevers, Victoria; Karina Williams, Tasmania; Miranda Kelder, Western Australia; Steve Whiteside, Northern Territory. Being able to ignite a passion and a love of water is what this teacher strives to instill in each of their students. Everyone can see that access and inclusion students hold a very special place in this teacher's heart. For this reason, families travel up to 5 hours to participate in the students' very own tailored program that students and parents ensure that they can optimise learning opportunities not just during the lesson, but also when they return home. This teacher truly understands what it takes to support every student by creating a favourable learning environment, which builds trust, provides a safe and happy place to gain comfort and confidence, and ensures they leave with water safety, knowledge appropriate to their ability and also their skills. They know that building relationships with students, families and the wider community is part of the job. They ensure water safety information does not stop at the student but continues to make ripples far and wide. Congratulations, the 2020 National Austswim Teacher of Aquatics Access and Inclusion, Katrina Scarpin.
Hi there. It's a true honour to be nominated for this award, for access and inclusion. I have been passionate about working with children with special needs for a very long time. My background is psychology and special education teaching, and I first taught my first student with cerebral palsy back when I was 19 years old, back in 1997 in my first year, when I started out with swimming. And this little boy came to me on a Saturday morning. No one else in the swim school would actually teach him. And the owner of the swim school said, "Here, would you like to have a go?" So I took this little tiny boy into the water and I swished him around in the water, and he started to be free and he started to uncurl his hands and uncurl his legs and was just joyful. He was just so happy in the water, and his mum was sitting on the sideline next to the pool just crying because she could actually see her little boy was actually really enjoying something other than being cooped up in a pram all day. And for me, I get really emotional when I think about this little boy all these years later, because that was the first time that I understood that the world wasn't as inclusive as I would like it to be. And so I always want to create an inclusive environment for kids to learn in, regardless of race, colour, disability. anything age. I want them to come and feel that they were part of a community, part of a place where they could come and learn and have fun and be part of a collaborative environment. I also want to provide quality lessons where kids are set up with safer learning experiences, where they can go out on holiday or go camping, where they could go out to the lake, to the river, to the dam, waterfalls, anything, and know that they're equipped with some information and ways to read the weather, to understand that conditions change, to understand that, currents, those sorts of things. And that's the reason why I wanted to be the best that I could be, was so that we could keep our Australian children and our local children as safe as they could be in the water. So thanks for having me. Bye.
(2020) National Austswim Teacher of Swimming and Water Safety. Nominations: Peter Colburn, New South Wales; Hamish Jackson, ACT; Rosalina Young, Queensland; Frog Peck, Victoria; Melissa Croswell, Tasmania; Gail Humphreys, South Australia; Laura Woodward, WA; Kieran New, Northern Territory; Laura Whitcomb, New Zealand. With thanks to the humble backyard pool, this recipient grew up with a strong love of swimming. Combine that with their love of working with kids, it was only natural for them to become an Austswim teacher. Nowadays, you'll find this teacher right at home, teaching in their backyard pool and sharing their love of aquatics with the next generations of their regional community. They have a knack for relating to students, from the most timid to the most confident, always seeming to know when they need to be a little bit more firm or direct, or if a classic dad joke or silly grin is needed to bring out the student out of their shell and out of their comfort zone. They are a big believer in praising effort, not just outcome. Today, it's our turn to praise them for their tireless efforts, dedication, commitment and accomplishments. Congratulations, the 2020 National Austswim Teacher of Swimming and Water Safety, Peter Colborn.
Hi, I'm Pete. This is my video supporting my nomination for Swimming Teacher of the Year. I'm here at my swim school in Queanbeyan, in southern New South Wales near Canberra. I'm a self-employed, full-time swimming teacher. I've been registered with Austswim for over 10 years. This year I've also obtained my infants and preschool licence and towards competitive strokes licence. I've worked really hard every day of the week to build up my swim school to about 250 kids a week. I personally teach about 200 a week, over about 3,000 swimming lessons a year. It's a busy life, so I thought I'd take you through what a day in my life is like to see what goes into being a full-time swimming teacher. Well, we've got to get started in here in the morning in the office. Lots of stuff to do, lots of admin to do. Let's get into it. When you run your own swim school, you've got lots of things to do, like cleaning, getting the pool ready. So let's get into it. Well, it's time for lessons now, so I'll see you all after. Bye. Kick your legs, kick. On your tummy, and go slow. That's stuck in the pool. Hi guys, as I was creating this video, the coronavirus struck and all the shutdowns kicked in. I've been closed now for almost 10 weeks. As you can see, the pool sits very sad and empty. We're desperately hoping to get going again soon. Fingers crossed, the industry is back into it properly and we can get some vital water safety skills in kids before summer. I just wanted to have one last crack at winning over. I'm sure there are plenty of other very experienced teachers doing a wonderful job. So I was just asking myself, maybe what would separate me from them? And I think it just had to come down to, I have a real pride and a real passion for what I do. I just know no one can beat me at that. I live and breathe swimming teaching, and I'm striving to make a difference in my local community. I think my No One Left Behind program shows that. I've also attached a document to this submission that has 95 personal references. I reckon that's hard to beat. So if you could have a look at that, I think it would really help show my strengths. Well, thanks for watching. Take care.
2020 National Austswim Presenter of the Year. Nominations: Daniel Calazare Jave, New South Wales; Lisa Dunlop, ACT; Bernie Wilson, Queensland; Cheryl Everett, Victoria; Lindy Crack, Tasmania, Yvonne Pichinaske, WA, and Annette Floss Roberts, Northern Territory. Well known and respected across the state, where she spends a significant amount of time travelling, training and supporting anyone and everyone. In the past 12 months alone, she has presented over 40 Austswim courses, with a significant number of these held in regional and remote areas. A presenter who continually invests in her own knowledge, skill and understanding by attending all industry training conferences, professional development and networking opportunities. Encourages all her candidates to continue to expand their own toolbox of knowledge and helps as many students as possible, recognising the importance of the role she is playing and the impact that she can have on candidates that are new to our industry. By going above and beyond, continuing to support, listen and mentor, many of her candidates have remained in the industry for many years now and run their own swim schools and aquatic centres. Congratulations, the 2020 National Austswim Presenter of the Year from Queensland, Bernie Wilson.
Hi, I'm Donna Keach from Bundaberg. I met Bernie back in 2013 and I have always found her to be one of the most amazing trainers. She comes out to these regional communities and it's that passion and that enthusiasm that she takes with her that inspires people to want to do a great job in the aquatic industry. Bernie has supported me no end. She makes the courses worth going, not only because you're learning so many great new skills, but also because she presents it in a way that keeps us all engaged.
Hi guys, it's Cass from Streamline Swimming Centre in Capella in Central Queensland. I first met Bernie Wilson and her husband John. They were running a swimming complex up in Central Queensland while friends of mine had gone and had a break and had a holiday for a few weeks. Since then I've had her here at Streamline doing courses here in teacher of swimming and water safety, infants and access and inclusion. She takes on a real mothering role to all the trainees here, looks after them. She even looks after us and we're qualified. She rings to make sure that we are all going okay, if she can help in any way, if she can offer any advice, which is fantastic, especially those 18, 19, 20-year-olds, even in some cases 16. Checking in on them, you know, she just likes to make sure that they're on target, that they're doing a great job.
Guys, I'm Joy from Rockhampton. Bernie came to Rockhampton nearly 10 years ago to teach an infant course, which is where I met her. And she has been continuing to travel up here to help me out learning to be a presenter. I think Bernie's an absolute inspiration in our industry as she relentlessly travels throughout Queensland to make sure that everyone is qualified so that they can help the kids. And that's what it's all about for Bernie. It's all about the kids. Bernie is caring.
She has a fantastic sense of humour.
Funny.
Compassionate.
Knowledgeable.
Thoughtful.
Encouraging.
She's honest.
Helpful.
She's caring.
Creative.
Nurturing.
Positive.
And professional.
Which is just why we love her and we can't wait to have her back again here, all the way up here in Central Queensland. Bernie, we love you. Best of luck and we'll be seeing you soon.
...2020 National Austswim Recognised Swim Centre. Nominees: Auburn Ruth Everest Aquatic Centre, New South Wales. Club Line Swim School, ACT. Noosa Aquatic Centre, Queensland. Aqua Arena Aquatic and Leisure Centre, Victoria. Launceston Swim School, Tasmania. South Australia Aquatic and Leisure Centre, South Australia. Active Armidale Swim School, Western Australia. Miri Swim School, Northern Territory. This Austswim Recognised Swim Centre prides itself on their diverse and highly qualified award-winning team of staff who hold accreditations over a range of Austswim extension courses. This enables them to offer their diverse local community and a variety of swimming and water safety lessons and initiatives delivered across a multitude of languages. One of their most recent and successful programs is their culturally and linguistically diverse academy. This holistic Learn to Swim program focuses on newly arrived refugee youth. So far, they have provided swimming and water safety lessons to over 100 refugee youths. 10 of these participants have progressed to become Austswim teachers and employed staff. They are a thriving hub for their community and their team. Congratulations to the 2020 National Austswim Recognised Swim Centre, Auburn Ruth Everest Aquatic Centre. '20 National Most Outstanding Contribution to Austswim. Nominees: Barbara Hartnett, New South Wales; Gwen Welford, Queensland; Judith Murr, Victoria; Kerry Osborne, South Australia; Marlene Stevens, Western Australia; Patina Franklin, Northern Territory. As a founding member of Austswim in Queensland, to say this pioneer has been instrumental in making Austswim what it is today is an understatement. From her involvement in its conception in 1979, presenting parts of the first Austswim course in Queensland in 1982, covering countless kilometres, travelling extensively throughout Queensland, delivering courses from her house, recruiting, training and mentoring additional presenters to still volunteer at conferences and workshops today. She has been part of our Austswim family for the entire journey. Relocating to the Gold Coast from Brisbane has not gotten in the way of her contribution. A valued member of the Queensland Austswim Advisory Committee, she travels by car, bus and train to attend the quarterly meetings. Her passion, dedication and commitment to Austswim and the aquatic industry has been invaluable. Congratulations to the 2020 National Most Outstanding Contribution to Austswim, Gwen Welford. Congratulations, Gwen, you are definitely one in a million.
I've been doing swimming and lifesaving for a long, long time. I've thoroughly enjoyed the water. I was a swimmer and worked with other swimming coaches, and I thoroughly enjoyed it all. And it's been a really busy life, but it's all been great. And then we started to do something about further to Austswim in Queensland, and I was travelling around the state with Royal Lifesaving as Chief Examiner, So I combined the Austswim and Royal Life together as I travelled the state. Met so many people and they were interested in Learn to Swim and becoming Austswim. And at that time it was only a Q swimming in Queensland. But, yeah, it was 42 years ago that I started mainly working with Austswim and combining with my other activities, apart from doing 5 schools where I was doing teaching. So I had plenty of activity. So over 40 years, it's been a wonderful life. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with the people I've met because they're keen to make sure there's more water safety with children with far too many drownings. They've got to be prevented and we've got to get them swimming. So the courses is a good way, and we had a lot of people coming in who were keen to do all this work, and it was absolutely wonderful. So it activated me to keep pushing on, and I just loved the whole time.
Congratulations to everyone who was nominated and who received accolades this evening, and a huge thank you for joining us for this virtual event. Usually we would ask all our recipients to make their way out to have a photo or two with our team. But as this is very different this evening, we would love you to take some photos of yourself, your team, and you with your family or maybe your pets. And if you're on socials, share them with us and tag Austswim. And if you're on Instagram, tag @AustswimPics. Our team will be in touch with the award recipients to arrange the delivery of their award. Have a great summer and good luck to everyone as we take on 2021 and beyond. We hope to see you all on pool deck soon and hopefully at one of our Austswim events in 2021. Stay positive everyone, keep smiling, be the best you can be. Goodbye to the Austswim family. Enjoy the rest of your evening.